Every night, your mind solves problems you couldn't crack during the day. While you sleep, it processes thousands of thoughts, stores memories, and even rehearses skills you're learning. This isn't magic. This is your subconscious mind at work, a silent powerhouse running beneath your awareness, shaping your habits, your emotions, and ultimately your entire life. Most people live unaware of this force within them, but once you understand how it operates and learn to train it, you unlock a level of control over your thoughts and actions that can transform everything. The subconscious mind is like the operating system of your brain. While your conscious mind handles about 5 to 9 pieces of information at once, your subconscious processes roughly 11 million bits of data every single second. It controls your heartbeat, your breathing, your body temperature. It stores every experience you've ever had, every word you've heard, every image you've seen. Nothing gets deleted. Everything gets filed away, creating a vast library of patterns and associations that influence how you think, feel, and behave without you even realizing it. Think about the last time you drove home and couldn't remember the journey. Your conscious mind was elsewhere, maybe planning dinner or replaying a conversation, but your subconscious handled the driving perfectly. It knew when to brake, when to turn, which route to take. This is the subconscious doing what it does best, running programs it has learned so well that they become automatic. The same process happens with habits, beliefs, and emotional reactions. Your subconscious doesn't question whether these programs are good or bad. It simply executes them based on what has been repeatedly impressed upon it. Here's where it gets interesting. Your subconscious cannot distinguish between real experiences and vividly imagined ones. Studies on mental rehearsal have shown that athletes who visualize their performance activate the same brain regions as those physically practicing. Pianists who mentally practice a piece show similar neural patterns to those playing the actual keys. This means your subconscious treats your dominant thoughts as instructions. Feed it images of failure and doubt, and it will guide you toward behaviors that match. Feed it clear pictures of success and capability, and it starts aligning your actions with those outcomes. But the subconscious doesn't respond to logic or willpower alone. It speaks the language of emotion, repetition, and imagery. You can't simply tell yourself to change a deeply rooted habit and expect instant results. The subconscious ignores commands from the conscious mind when they conflict with established patterns. This is why New Year's resolutions fail. This is why someone can know smoking is harmful, yet still reach for a cigarette. The subconscious programming runs deeper than surface-level knowledge. Training the subconscious requires a different approach. Repetition is the first key. Every time you repeat a thought, behavior, or visualization, you strengthen the neural pathway associated with it. This is how skills become automatic. A basketball player doesn't think about each movement during a free throw. The motion has been repeated so many times that the subconscious executes it flawlessly. The same principle applies to mental patterns. Repeat a new belief or behavior consistently, and the subconscious eventually accepts it as truth. Emotion amplifies this process. Information coupled with strong feeling gets encoded more powerfully. This is why traumatic events create lasting imprints. But it also explains why passionate learning sticks. When you attach positive emotion to a desired outcome, you accelerate the programming process. Visualizing a goal while genuinely feeling the excitement, relief, or pride of achieving it sends a stronger signal to the subconscious than dry mental rehearsal. The emotion acts as a highlighter, telling your mind that this matters. The state between waking and sleeping offers a unique window for subconscious training. In those moments right before you fall asleep and immediately upon waking, your brainwaves shift. The critical, analytical part of your mind relaxes, and the subconscious becomes more receptive. This is why the thoughts you entertain before bed matter. If you replay your failures and worries, you're programming negativity. If you instead focus on affirmations, visualizations, or gratitude, you're planting seeds in fertile ground. Many successful people have used this window deliberately, repeating specific intentions or images as they drift off. Affirmations work when done correctly, but most people get them wrong. Simply repeating words you don't believe creates inner conflict. If you say, "I am confident," while your subconscious holds years of programming saying the opposite, the new statement gets rejected. The trick is to craft affirmations that feel believable, or at least possible. Instead of "I am wealthy," which might trigger disbelief, try "I am learning to manage money wisely," or "I am open to new opportunities for abundance." These feel less like lies and more like directions, allowing the subconscious to accept them without resistance. Visualization takes affirmations further by engaging more senses. The subconscious responds powerfully to detailed mental imagery. Picture yourself performing a task successfully, but don't just see it. Hear the sounds around you. Feel the sensations in your body. Notice the colors, the temperature, the textures. The more vivid the mental rehearsal, the more real it becomes to your subconscious. Surgeons visualize operations before performing them. Public speakers mentally walk through their presentations. This isn't wishful thinking. This is strategic programming. Your environment also programs your subconscious continuously. The people you spend time with, the content you consume, the conversations you have, all of these inputs shape your internal patterns. If you're surrounded by negativity, cynicism, or limitation, those become the default settings in your mind. If you curate your environment to include inspiration, growth-oriented perspectives, and supportive voices, you feed your subconscious different data. This doesn't mean avoiding all negativity or living in denial. It means being intentional about what you allow to dominate your mental space. Language plays a subtle but significant role. The words you use to describe yourself and your experiences train your subconscious over time. Saying "I'm terrible at math," or "I always mess things up," reinforces those identities. Shifting to "I'm working on improving my math skills," or "I made a mistake but I'm learning," creates different programming. This isn't about false positivity. This is about accuracy. Your words create the lens through which your subconscious interprets reality. Breaking old patterns requires more than just installing new ones. You have to interrupt the existing loops. When you notice an automatic negative thought or habit starting, pause. This conscious interruption disrupts the subconscious program momentarily. In that gap, you can choose a different response. Do this enough times, and the old pathway weakens while the new one strengthens. It's like clearing an overgrown trail and cutting a fresh path through the forest. Eventually, the new route becomes the default. Meditation serves as a powerful tool for subconscious training because it creates space between stimulus and response. Most people live on autopilot, reacting instantly based on subconscious programming. Meditation teaches you to observe thoughts without immediately acting on them. This awareness itself begins to loosen the grip of automatic patterns. Over time, you develop the ability to choose which thoughts to engage and which to let pass, giving you greater control over what gets impressed on your subconscious. The subconscious also communicates through dreams, intuition, and gut feelings. Many breakthrough ideas come not from forced analytical thinking, but from insights that bubble up when the conscious mind steps back. Learning to trust these signals while also training the patterns that generate them creates a feedback loop. The more you align your conscious intentions with subconscious programming, the more your intuition guides you toward actions that serve your goals. Physical health influences subconscious functioning as well. Sleep deprivation, poor nutrition, and lack of movement all impair the brain's ability to form and maintain healthy patterns. The subconscious operates more effectively when the body is well maintained. Regular exercise, adequate rest, and proper nutrition aren't just good for physical health. They create the biological foundation for clearer thinking, better emotional regulation, and more effective subconscious programming. Consistency matters more than intensity. Training the subconscious isn't about occasional massive efforts. It's about small, repeated inputs over time. 5 minutes of focused visualization daily outperforms an hour once a month. A brief gratitude practice each morning accumulates more impact than sporadic enthusiasm. The subconscious learns through steady repetition, not dramatic gestures. Understanding the subconscious also means recognizing its limitations. It's a tool, not a magic wand. Visualizing success won't replace hard work or skill development, but it will align your mental state, boost your confidence, and help you notice opportunities you might otherwise miss. The subconscious prepares the soil. You still have to plant the seeds and tend the garden. Your subconscious mind is already running your life. The question is whether you're running it or whether outdated programming installed years ago still calls the shots. But the power to reshape your inner world is entirely within your reach. Train your subconscious with intention and watch how the outer world begins to shift in response.